Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Kent Tilley. Welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk to you about something that I've seen a lot of financial influencers talk about on TikTok all the time. It drives me absolutely crazy because they never use fair comparisons, and it makes it seem like, you're making this absolutely massive mistake if you pay your mortgage off early instead of invest. Now, it is a very simple rule of thumb that you say, okay, if my mortgage is 3 or 4% and I can earn more investing, then I'm going to be better off investing instead of paying my mortgage down earlier. It's simple math, right? That makes sense. You just think about it. If you're going to earn 6% on money that's invested and you're only saving 4% because that's your interest rate on your mortgage, then you're up by 2%. However, that's assuming that all of your investments are completely tax-free. All of the growth is completely tax-free, which, in a lot of cases, it wouldn't necessarily be because they're, but we'll just try and keep taxes out of it, and let's actually look at a fair example and then see. And when people come to me, and they say, I want to pay off my mortgage, and I say, okay, absolutely fine. Is that going to make you feel better? Would you rather be mortgage free, or would you rather have, a little bit more money in your bank account? And a lot of people would prefer to be mortgage free. And I personally think that financial decisions should be based on what is going to give you the least amount of anxiety. Because money is stressful. And if you're going to feel that weight off your shoulders for being mortgage free, then who cares if you can make an extra 1 or 2 or 3% on your investments, if that isn't a make or break situation with your financial plan. So let's get into an example just to see where we're at here. So I was like, okay, let's look at a $2,000 a month mortgage. Let's say you got into the later game where rates are now 4%. You've got a fixed rate of 4%. It made a hell of a lot more sense when interest rates were like 1, 2, whatever percent. Yeah, why are you paying that down? That debt is amazing, but 4% is starting to really mean something. And obviously not a lot of people are getting a 4% rate of return on their investments this year, so they would have been better off actually paying down a 4% mortgage rather than investing this year. So it's all relative, right, to each year. But if we're looking long term, that's what we're going to do. We're going to say this person has a $380,000 mortgage. They're paying 4% interest. They're paying $2,000 a month. It's going to be paid off in 25 years. Now that's great. They're doing that. Now their options here are, I have an extra $1,000 a month. I'm either going to invest that straight away, $1,000 a month, into the market and hope that I beat 4%. So in this example, I used 6% as the rate of return that they got after tax just to see. We know that it's going to win because it's higher than 4. However, it's not going to win by as much as these influencers pretend it was going to win by. So at the end of the 25 years, now they're mortgage free, and in their investment account, now they have $692,994, and that's great. They're mortgage free, they have almost $700,000, absolutely amazing. Most people can easily have a great retirement on that being mortgage free, having that much money. So, awesome, good for them. That's absolutely fantastic. Now, this is where the influencers stop. They say, so obviously you're making a mistake by paying your mortgage down faster, and they don't actually show the comparison to show what would actually happen. Because instead you're saying, you know what, I want to get my mortgage paid off earlier, so I'm going to put that $1,000 a month towards my mortgage every single year. Now that person's mortgage is paid off in 13.75 years. So now they have another 11.25 years to invest $3,000 a month because they no longer have a mortgage payment. And that's where they never talk about it. They say, like, this step never happened. They never invested any money. They never did anything. Now they just, whatever, they're mortgage free and now they're living like kings and queens, which can happen. So if you're going to have that extra cash flow and not save it, you should actually invest earlier on. But if your intention is, okay, once I'm mortgage free, we can actually use all that money to invest, then, this is a perfectly fine solution to it. And so all of a sudden, after 11.25 years of investing $3,000 a month, this person B now has $575,736. So, that's whatever, almost $120,000 less because of that 2% difference for the 13.75 years. However, it's not as drastic a difference as these influencers make it out to be. Plus, they also assume that investing is very easy, and it's very easy to get a return of 8 to 10% over the long term for absolutely anybody without any issues whatsoever. But in the reality of the situation is that the average investor in basically the world gets a way lower rate of return than what the market actually returns for a variety of reasons, because investing is very emotional. It's very easy to make mistakes. It's very easy to make decisions based on timing, based on chasing, based on fear, based on noise, based on outside salespeople, based on all of these other things, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. So in the case of the average investor, they would have been better off actually putting the money into their mortgage, because the average investor gets a lower long-term rate of return than 4%. So anyways, I just wanted to point that out. It's not as easy as just saying, yes, invest all this money and then you're going to be a multimillionaire, and if you just pay down your mortgage, you're going to be a broke loser. It's not complete like that. They're not doing fair apples to apples comparisons. I think it's about your personal mindset, what you feel is best for you, maybe a combination of the both. Who knows? I mean, I know for me, I'm not afraid of long-term investing in the market, keeping things aggressive, riding out the storms, riding out the waves, and assuming that I'm going to be better off unless, mortgage rates jump up to what they were in like the 80s, where, they're just completely unaffordable. Then maybe think about paying that mortgage off faster. So anyways, I'll leave it at that. Thanks again for watching. If you want to learn more, please like and subscribe. We love to hear from you, and we'll chat with you guys again soon.